See, you can imagine it. You're jealous. You wish you were there back in 2001 at zero gravity, killing it. Crushing it, I should.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Crushing
Welcome to it. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter.
Hey, something happened to me yesterday. You want to hear?
I would love to hear what happened.
So I gotta get something new here. And I did. I purchased something last night because I almost had to. So I'm like playing with my phone last night, and I don't know if you can see, but no, you can't see. No. I guess you can't see.
Is
but
it cracked or something?
So they initially started with a crack like a month ago. It's just a tiny one. It didn't bother me. It wasn't in the way. Yeah. It could barely even see it, Yeah. But it started glitching at the bottom now. So now there's like a stripe at the bottom of the phone.
Right.
And now I can't touch the top on some spots. It's just, it's not going to work. So, and I knew this was going to happen eventually. And I made the decision. I'm like, you know what? The next phone I get, I'm definitely going to do some research. I'm not going to try not to go the cheap route. Let's get something that I use this every single day,
So
much like your bed, much like your couch, things that you use every single day. You should probably spend a little money on, right?
So you're getting an iPhone?
So hear me out.
Nope.
So, and you know what? Last night, open-minded. I'm like, even iPhone. We're going to do the research. We're going to dig. We're going to see what people are saying. Talk to some people. And I did. I was on Google. I was on Reddit last night reading forums and 2023 forums. What is the best phone? What are you guys going with? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? You know what I ended up with? Take a guess.
A Motorola Razr.
It's the first one I looked at. Very first one. The 40 Ultra. The Razr 40 Ultra. So our buddy Ray has it. Badass phone. Dude, it is dope.
Yeah. Well, here's what they did. They took the awesomeness of the flip phone, because I don't care what anyone says. For my money, the flip phone was one of the best phones ever out there. It was amazing. The screen stayed protected. The buttons didn't get all gummed up. The chances of accidentally dialing was out of question. So I love it.
40 Ultra, he's got it, and it's like I said, it's dope. You can't even tell where it folds. I mean, it flips up, it fits in your pocket, great. But looking it up last night, I'm like, damn, $1,100. Woohoo!
Woof.
Okay, so what's the next one? So we kept doing some research. Dude, you know what I found out after hours of research last night? The phone that people are going to now? Google. The Google Pixel phone. Yeah, that's what I ended up with last night. I got a Google Pixel 7 coming. And apparently, it only took me a few hours of like really digging that's the phone. Yeah. Everybody's like, I once I got that Google phone, I didn't look back at my iPhone, my Samsung, nothing. He's like, I will always go with this phone. I don't know why everybody loves this phone, but apparently
it's Google, man. They do it right. We were talking about that before. It's the same reason why I don't know why anyone uses any other email other than Google or Gmail or any other search engines. And I don't care how much money it's done right.
It's done right, apparently. Yeah. So looking up the specs on this phone, 24-hour battery, which is insane. Okay. A 50 megapixel camera. I remember when we had like 12. I was selling digital cameras at Best Buy. Like, dude, we have a 13 megapixel camera. Check this out.
Dude, I remember getting like my nice new upgraded flip phone, and it had like just like a 1.8 megapixel camera. And I was like, awesome, dude, look at these photos from my phone. And everyone's like, what? And of course, it was on that tiny little screen. So, but
the 7A version has a 64 megapixel camera. You're zooming into Mars.
Here's where I'm at.
It's craziness
with phones. You could go to Walmart right now and buy a smartphone for about $25. I remember when I actually had to make a switch, I was like, I don't want something super expensive. So I bought a cheap one. Now, is the operating system the best? No, absolutely. But it can still access the internet. It can still hook up to Wi-Fi. It can still do all. Phones nowadays are very, very similar. You can still do cheap and still get a lot of the main things. And honestly, I know I don't use this phone.
Really like the functionality of the actual phone is the only difference.
For sure. But like here, I don't use this to its utmost capabilities. I know for a fact I don't. I go online and I don't like and make phone calls. That's it.
That's about it.
And this thing can do this could send us a rocket ship to the moon.
You know? Okay, you know what was wild though last night? And like I said, opening this break, as much as I bust on iPhones, I was seriously considering it. I was open-minded last night.
Here's the thing: you can't get an iPhone now. You never can. You never can.
Not one person in any form that I read last night was like,
ridiculous.
Go with the iPhone. It is the bottom line. Not one.
I highly
not
doubt
one.
That. I highly doubt that.
And I was not biased with my searches. After an hour of searching last night, it was completely out of the question.
Well, for a company that has sold millions and millions of phones,
and you know what? Every answer about the iPhone was the same. They're like, I'm getting sick of the operating system. iOS, I'm getting sick of iOS, of it being. It's nice that it's all compatible within each other, but it's too specific. Apple. People are getting sick of it.
For me, again, no one. If you are a tech person that I don't know uses your phone for like very intricate stuff, I don't see how anybody can get upset about an iPhone or the operating system.
So you're the exact opposite on that. So tech people don't have iPhones. Tech people use iPhones for work, but they have their own phone that lets them do anything, and that's Android.
No, that's what I mean, is that people need to stop being so picky. And the average man doesn't make iPhone sucks. You have no idea what
I'm not saying it sucks. I'm not saying
but
it
that's what I mean. Everyone's like, no way would I use an iPhone. Why? Why? Oh, because of iOS. Every once in a while I need to update my phone, which you have to. That's the point I'm making, is that the average American, who is playing Candy Crush and doing TikTok videos doesn't need to
do it on your Boost.
iPhone. Come on.
Just saying.
It's like Jesus. Yeah. But anyway, even if Hunter, hold on, even if everyone's like, dude, you got to get an iPhone. You're not allowed to now, because as long as you've dogged iPhone, you're never allowed.
Yeah, I won't be. I'm not accepted into that group. The sheep don't like me. I'm the wolf.
Right.
I'm the wolf over here.
I'm the wolf over
here.
Damn
right.
With my fancy Google phone.
Damn right, son. Look out.
You use it for GPS and Reddit.
Hey, you're gonna love this. You're gonna be so jealous. Can't wait. You know, my buddy did have a point though. Go to any cell phone store and look at what the employees have. Majority of them have Androids. That's a fact.
Here's what I do: is I say, I need a phone. Just give me the cheapest phone you have. That's what I did. I got the person was upset at Verizon when I bought this iPhone 7. They're like, well, the 10's out now. And I said, Rockstar
got the Sidekick from like Christmas 2013.
It still works. It's fine. I don't see what everyone's
the
so hung
Boost
up
Sidekick.
About. Yeah. Chirp me, bro. All right, chirp me. Hello, Moto.
What's crazy about these phones now, they were talking about like the sensors on them. So you can just pick up your phone now and they got sensors on the back that are reading your fingerprint, which I don't know if I like. You touch this thing, you do anything around these phones now. They know everything about you.
That's what's going to be hard for me. And I don't know what's going to happen, but all the new iPhones, like Kiki's, doesn't have the home button. So I got that home button right there. Oh, where's that home button that you can hit, and that brings you everything. For like hers, there's no home button, and that drives me nuts. I'm like, how do I turn this thing on?
Yeah,
that bothers me.
Yeah, when they're moving stuff around that you're not used to. Another thing about the iPhone they were saying is they're sick of throttling old iPhones,
and that's
some people are getting pissed off because like, dude, I love my phone. Why do I have to keep upgrading this phone? This is the phone I have. I like it.
Right. If it's still working, why you for sure. No, and like, believe me, but for me and what I use it for, I love that it's simple. I love that it's not that effing big. Like that's the other problem too, is now phones are getting too big. Like you got to have Andre the Giant hands just to hold on to the damn thing. So it's ridiculous.
Anyway, I was in the market. It was interesting doing some of that research last night because I haven't done it in a while because I've had this phone this is an S10.
You should be embarrassed.
Hey, shut up. What do you got? The iPhone 7?
You know what? Embarrassing. I don't even want to be your friend anymore. No, because it doesn't matter. You could come. My dad still has a flip phone. All right. Yeah. And that thing is literally, it's wearing down to the point where the internal components are starting to show.
Oh, boy.
So the outside, he has had that thing in his pocket for so long.
He doesn't text too much, huh?
No. If I need anything, like he will, he can text. But no, my dad does not have a smartphone.
I'll tell you what. It was weird the first time my dad sent me a message on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
What is it? Did somebody hack them?
You know what's crazy?
There's no way.
I know the size of your dad's fingers. That probably took him forever.
Hey, Dad, we're gonna give you an iPad. How about that?
How about we just let you have a?
He's got those shop hands, man.
Yeah,
some sausages.
There's no way it wasn't like 3 letters, 4 letters at a time. That's what it was.
Yeah, he does. He's got this for you.
You got it. Oh, you should get him one of those stylists so he can just.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yeah.
We need a finer tip, Dad. Your thumbs are too dummy.
Use your nose tip. Smaller. Anyway. Well, good luck with your fancy new tech, man. Be good. Yeah. Look at that. Like the Jetsons. Meet the Jetsons. They got fancy phones like Hunter. Yeah, anyway. All right, we got to keep things moving here, folks. Oh, real quick, too, by the way, find us. We're streaming. Find us on Twitch. Find us on Facebook. Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. That's where we're at. Let's do your morning dump. At 7:22 in the morning. Oh, I got to get my coffee yet. I haven't had my coffee.
Real quick.
It or not. Yeah.
These are great. But why do you got to make them so impossible to open? It took me a half an hour to get this thing open.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Well, that's because you are weak, though, too. So.
No, dude, they have these things sealed like these are like little grenades or something. Don't. Shut up. I cut my nails. I couldn't get in there.
Anyway. Of course, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777.
77.
Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Ooh, pump it. Seriously, though, if you got a stinky backyard, get it before it becomes that issue. Yeah.
Better get it done. It's going to brain today a little bit, right?
That's right. You little thick.
You don't want it squishy.
A little mushy. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. Effing right, man. Do you swear a lot? You're probably more honest than non-swearing peers, according to a new global study. Researchers asked study participants about their favorite swear words and how often they use them. They then asked them a series of questions to gauge their trustworthiness. The result, people who swear a lot are more truthful. This is from the study. A quote, the consistent findings across the studies suggest that the positive relation between profanity and honesty is robust, and that the relationship found at the individual level indeed translates to the society level. So if you're swearing,
don't try to justify your dirtbag swearing. All right. You know what? How about having a few morals in your life once in a while? How about respecting your elders and being respectful around children and people that you don't know?
Swear words, I'm going to break it down this way and why I don't mind. Now, yes, can you go too much with it? Absolutely. If you're using it as verbs, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, right? If it's every other word, believe me. But a well-placed F-bomb or a nice placed S-bomb, it's hard to beat. Damn to me is not even a swear word, all right? Damn doesn't even fall into the swear word category.
It's all situational. And here's the problem with people swearing, all right? Some people that swear don't understand that it's situational.
Right.
Are you going to go up into church and start dropping F-bombs? No, you're not. I don't care. So why are you doing it anywhere else where you feel like it's comfortable? I don't know. Some people that swear use it too much.
Yeah.
And it bothers me.
That's what I'm telling you. You got to find the right spot for it. If you're telling a story and it's just F and this and F that and this.
That's all I can hear.
You lose it. But if you tell a nice story, then you go, and then it boom, that hits right. It's got to be in the right spot. But this is what I'm going to chalk it up to, and why I don't mind if my daughter swears every once in a while. All right, it's okay. It's because when you think about it, society just at one point said, well, no, that's a bad word. That's a bad word. That's a bad word. Like, why? Why just these specific ones?
Because if you didn't have those bad words, you wouldn't have bad words then. And you need bad words for certain situations.
Okay, but if you need bad words for certain situations, then why is it bad that I say them? It shouldn't be bad words. It should just be words. All we did, there's still just
situational.
There's just all they are letters put together that we make with our vocal box and our tongues. And why is it bad? Why is it bad that I'm telling a story and I happen to say an F word around your child? It's just a word.
Yeah.
What's the old saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me unless you say,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just think it's weird that because society
certain time, certain place. So there's a wedding the other day I did where it was a really open, non-traditional wedding, right?
Right.
And there was some swearing going on in the ceremony, which
Oh,
was
really?
great. Everybody was laughing. Most everybody was laughing. I was kind of scaling the room, but I'm sure there were a few grandmas in the back thinking, what is going on?
Right.
You know, like not everybody is always on the same page with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know. Like, I'm not sitting here and ripping on it saying I don't swear. I swear a lot.
You do. You got a real potty mouth, and if your
coming
parents are
from
listening,
I am an
your parents
angel.
are
I
listening,
am an angel.
You need to put some soap in Hunter's mouth. He's got a real potty.
They did.
A real potty mouth.
I would get soap in my mouth, and that's why I don't. That's why I don't think in every situation.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know.
My daughter dropped a good F-bomb the other day. It was clear. All the way to the end. It was like, whoa. Well, here's what happened was we were sitting on the couch and I swung my leg around and I hit the side of the little sofa, little footstool. And I didn't say it, but I mouthed it. And she even with my mouth, she knew. She's like, and then she, of course, in her cute little voice, F. I was like, honey, don't repeat that. That's dead, you know. But you know what? If
you're right, they are just words, but
they're just words. And here's what bothers me too, because Hunter, you're with this. You're with this.
What you're
doing? Old-timey people made this up. It was all these people who you have on multiple occasions said were dumb, and let's agree on it. But just because some guy back then, however many years ago, said, "Oh no, that's a bad word." Why?
See, we need those words though, and we need them to be bad, and we need people to know that they're bad. You know why? Because if they're not, it takes the stigma out of it. Then what are you going to say when you're super angry at somebody?
Let's find a new word. Let's find a new one.
Well, just keep the same ones. Why do we need to find a new one?
Glockenspiel.
Yeah, it doesn't sound the same.
What did you say?
I
think Glockenspiel's a word, actually, though. I think
the F1 just rolls off the tongue.
It's it's the most beautiful word in the English language.
It's sharp. It hurts when it's used in the right situation.
You can use it.
It's expressive.
Describing something. I mean, it's a noun. It's an adjective. It's a verb.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Here, Margaret said, Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle. Hey!
You watch your mouth, madam.
This is radio. This is local radio.
Well, long story short, though, Hunter, I'm more truthful than you. So everyone, Hunter's a big liar.
Or I'm just not a dirtbag and just dropping F-bombs everywhere.
No, you're lying right now. I can tell you. Liar, liar, pants on fire. All right, that's what it is.
I don't swear.
Yep, you're a liar. You big fat liar, you. Big phony. Lastly, what about this? While his character in Indiana Jones was not a fan of snakes, Harrison Ford thinks it's humbling that a newly discovered species is being named after him. The reptile, now known as the Techmenoides harrisonfordi, was found in the Otishi National Park in Peru. When fully grown, the snake, which is not harmful to humans, is about 16 inches long. This is the third species named after the Conservation International Vice Chair. The others are an ant and a spider. Harrison hopes maybe if there's a next one, it will be something cuddlier. Why are we finding more snakes? Isn't that bothersome? That's what I take from this story.
Yeah.
There's snakes we haven't found before. Now, thank God it's not some 18-foot, man eater.
Yeah, exactly. Which we do have, which are out there.
God, that's terrifying.
Hey, real quick, how do you feel about Harrison Ford?
I'm on the fence with him. Because you know why?
I think he's great movies, but I'm not convinced he enjoys what he does.
No, well, here's what it is. I think he does, but he's just so begrudging. Like he's
always just kind of like,
yeah,
right.
All right, right. Here's the thing. I'm going to say something. This is going to be controversial. He's not a very good actor. Like overall, he pretty much plays the same guy.
He plays Harrison Ford. That's who he is.
Yeah, it's just Harrison Ford. Like if you watched what was the one?
Air Force One.
And
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Air Force One.
Kind of the same character.
Right.
So he's kind of like the curmudgeon kind of, yeah, okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything there that he really was a stretch for him. He was an Anchorman too. He did a little cameo in that.
Yeah. You don't see him doing too many comedies, right?
No. Ooh, American Graffiti. He was good in that movie. But again, though, it's
I'm
just
not
still like
busting
Harrison
up.
Ford, you know?
Yeah. He's just kind of that guy, that character. He did something where it was like, was he on a talk show? And somebody said something and like potentially could have pissed him off. And he acted like he was really pissed off. And he just stayed in character for a little bit, and it got super awkward.
Super awkward, yeah.
And then eventually he's just like, just give me, But like
And
for a while, everybody's like, oh God.
Who knows? Maybe he just does that in public so people leave him alone.
Yeah,
you know
maybe.
what I mean? But really, he's a crack up. Did you see him? Did you see the video of when David Blaine's at his house?
I was just gonna bring that up. Yeah, when they would go to his house.
David Blaine. So David Blaine's at his house, all right, and he does this.
Shoves the thing through his.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford, like, he does this crazy magic trick, and Harrison Ford just goes, "Get out,
just get out." Yeah, that was hilarious, actually. Just in character.
Yeah. David Blaine
sitting
there doing this magic, like, and then he's
David Blaine shoves a needle through his bicep, something just absolutely incredible magic trick, and he just looks at him and says,
"Get out."
Get out.
So again, I
do like him, man.
He's made some great movies. I mean,
have you seen the new Indiana Jones?
I have not.
Me neither.
I don't know if I will.
I'll be honest. When it comes out,
I'll be honest, and I'm not sure why he's still doing this. He's like 80-something years old.
Yeah, you got to keep going. You can't just stop. Once you stop, that's when you die.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things you can do instead of remaking and ruining the legacy of your movies, right?
He already ruined it at the Alien one, right?
That's what I'm saying. So maybe he's trying to rebuild it after that horrible thing. Yeah, I guess like or maybe you were telling me like how they bring this all together, because I guess like they explain like Shia LaBeouf character, his son dies, like somehow he died in the war, and like they got to bring this all together because again, it should have ended when aliens were there, okay? And
we should have ended it at the scene where Shia LaBeouf is swinging through the jungle on those vines. That was garbage, man.
Oh, so bad.
That's like 1997 CGI, kind of like.
Some worse.
It's a rough one.
It's like they used all the good CGI budget in the start of the movie.
Like we have to put this scene in. Like
we still have like 30 minutes left, and we got the monkey scene and we got the alien scene,
and about $5 left.
I don't know if we're gonna do it. Some guy's drawing. He's just like, I was drawing him. Ridiculous. Anyway, so there you go. New snake. Apparently, there's more snakes out there that we haven't seen yet, and we're naming them after Harrison Ford. Get out.
Get out.
Just get out. Harrison Ford. All right, that's your morning dump. We'll be back. All right, I apologize to everyone. I have not had a chance to get in anywhere. Good morning, Scott. Chewy said Google is dope. It is a cool phone. Morning, Leanne. Nick said iPhones suck.
I see.
Good morning, Brian the Munchie Man.
Brian the Munchie Man.
Margaret said, my daughter uses iPhone daily. I do not like it. Has an Android. Let's see. My mouth will can make a sailor blush.
Well, also what I read last night, Samsung phones like the Galaxies,
like
they dropped off. They sucked for a while, and I guess they're like starting to come back.
See, I think I had a Galaxy. Yeah, that was my last one, and then that broke, and then I got like a cheap one, and I'm like, okay, so I went back to. I'm trying to remember
the number one phone in 2023 on Google review and through a lot of the forums was the what was it, the S23 Ultra?
Yeah.
The S20, which our buddy Josh has. I checked that, dude. He was zooming. We were on the boat the other day.
Yeah.
And he was like, check out that house over there. It's like 4 miles away. It felt like
zooming.
He's like zooming into the yard. I'm like, dude, I don't know if that's like, it's kind of invasion of privacy. Like
your dick pics are gonna get very
shouldn't be able to zoom in that far, man. Like, you know. But you're right. You're absolutely right. We're using him I use like 4 or 5 apps.
Right. I know I'm not using it the way it should be used, but hey, we got sports here. Well, good morning. 7:37, the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Sorry, I did not leave you much time for your sports.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Right, 7:37. It's all right. Hey, it's not too much going on.
Right. We'll have to tighten it up once football starts, like legit starts.
Mm-hmm.
But for now.
Got an Aaron Rodgers story here for you. You might want to hit the button.
Oh, you do? Okay, well, let's get right to it. It's time for sports. Ooh. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers. Other great drinks to keep your coolers and fridge stocked, like Good Boy Vodka Seltzer. Every pour helps a pup, and Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud. And remember to drink wiser.
Yeah. You'll hear your Aaron Rodgers story. Plays for the Jets, not Green Bay. All right, high school football.
That all you had? You're so stupid.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There actually is a legit Aaron Rodgers story this morning. Aaron Rodgers' first season with the New York Jets might peak right around the playoffs, you're saying. If his birth chart has anything to do with it. Sports astrologer Andrea Malis.
Stop it. Dud, I don't want to hear anything else after this. Oh, my
reads
God.
Rodgers' chart, who is a Sagittarius born on December 2nd, 1983. And says he identifies with the role of a rebel, reformer, outlier, or iconoclast. Is that a word? What iconoclast? What is that? I
have no idea. Well, first of all, we shouldn't be quoting a lady who she's a sports astrologer.
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing. It's not a thing.
So let me finish here. With Sun sextile Mars, he is positive, vital, energetic, active, a go-getter. She adds that a high energy cycle beckons when Jupiter and Taurus conjuncts his acid. I can't even read any of this. This is ridiculous. So a once in every 12-year cycle of high energy, abundance, and success. His leadership ability is increased in December 2023 and January 2024. So he has that going for him. It's the dumbest story
What's this lady's name again? What's this lady's name?
So look her up. Andrea Malis, Mallis. She is bat, if I could say that word, crazy.
Oh, yeah, look at her.
This is not a thing.
Yeah.
And how do they let this become a thing? You know, she's not the first in line at the old sports conference, is she?
She's probably made a good living, though. She's a sports astrologer at ESPN.
It's not a thing, okay? It's not a job.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? You reading horoscopes? Is that kind of what it has to do with, kind of? Or is that something completely different?
Your birth sign and all that.
Look at this. All that stuff kind of falls in the same categories to me. They call me now.
Yeah. Yeah, like people go to her with this. Like there's photos of her. Like I'm on her Facebook right now. This nut bar. I'm an astrologer with a niche in sports astrology. No, you're not. That's not a thing. None of that is a thing. Mm-hmm. She's on ESPN, KNPR, 95.7, NBC Sports, and Fox Sports.
Next, we'd like to hear a word from sports astrologer Andrea Malis. Next.
My God.
What is that? Read Rodgers' chart.
I guarantee.
Who was a Sagittarius born on December 2nd, 1983. I'm sure he's sitting down Indian style reading her articles.
Unfortunately, Rodgers, he's high on ayahuasca.
Yeah,
he's probably into this right now. I guarantee this lady, if you went and saw her right now, she has a bunch of crystals around her neck.
Oh, God. And a big crystal ball in front of her. What do you... No, she's in a tent somewhere with beads as the door where you walk through.
Right, okay, of course. Yeah.
Take a seat.
Incense burning. There's some weird like what's that Indian instrument?
Welcome to the sports astrology test.
Like that.
Yeah.
A centaur, whatever that is.
God. Hey, you know what? Maybe we're completely off. Maybe we're the ones wrong.
No, we're not. We're not.
Maybe she's onto something, and we're the ones that are morons.
Here's the problem. There's people that are encouraging this. All right. Mm-hmm. There's people that are having her on.
Call me now.
Call me now for your sports car reading. It's not a thing.
All right, moving on.
A thing.
Because I can't handle that anymore. Sports astrologer Andrea. Step aside. All right, More on football, then we got to beat feet. Get out of your high school football in your sports this morning. Yeah. Everyone involved in high school football in Florida, keeping an eye on the weather because, my God, the extreme heat might affect it. And when games and practices can be held. For now, some districts pushing activities later and later. Might not even matter, though. As one athletic director explained, it's 8 o'clock and it's still 90 degrees outside. What is going on?
Why do people live there? It's insane.
That's why they go back and forth. I understand why they live there in the winter. Our winter.
Yeah.
It's like perfect. But yeah, man, the dead heat August in Florida. Woo!
And that's a soupy 90.
I lived in Florida in August once in my life. I lived in Florida for 6 months, and for some reason I picked the summer for 3 of those months. And
idiot.
It's seriously.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Through the air.
Well, here, the cars have different types of paint on them, so they don't crinkle and melt and fold.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? You got to run to your car. You open up the door to your house. It's like, in the movie Blade, those vampires, in the well, and the sun hits them.
It's like that, but Florida.
But you're not a You're not a daywalker. You're not a vampire.
No. Yep.
You're just a person. Just getting blazed by the Florida heat.
Yeah.
Man.
That's why, don't you think there'd be like a drug that they do down in Florida that doesn't increase your body heat like meth and bath salts?
It doesn't help. When your heart's going 1,000 miles an hour.
And it's 90 degrees with 100% humidity.
You're dead. You're going to die. You're going to fall down. And then you're going to hit that pavement. And the pavement's even hotter.
You're just going to cook.
Oh.
What's that smell in Florida? It's burning meth head on the sidewalk.
Yeah, they're cooking humans over there, man. You know another thing, too? It's not getting cooler. It's only going to get hotter.
Yeah, we're cooking our planet. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm not going to get into the global warming thing and not even touch on it, but it's getting warmer. Just saying.
Polar ice caps are melting. Florida is hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're playing football in Florida, probably not.
You got to play at 2:00 in the morning because that's the only cool time. It drops down to a light 85. That's good.
It's beautiful, right? No sun, 85.
Gorgeous.
Oh. There you go, man. Light sports this morning.
Like it. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go try and make a quick cup of coffee.
Nice.
Right back.
Entertain
the people.
Cup of coffee. No, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna leave you.
No, you stay there and you entertain them.
Yeah. Cheers, my friends. I'm lonely now. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about Brock when he was gone, trying to disclose. What was it? Well, cheers. Wake up, my friends. If you're local, come see us at Nobo today. 11 to 1. It's another Screaming Yellow Summer event. We enjoy hanging out there. Pick up some goodies. This is why it would suck to do a show solo, and I don't understand how some DJs sit there and talk to themselves for hours. That's why when one of us are gone, both of us are gone, because he doesn't like doing it solo either. And I don't blame him. Don't listen to him about the iPhone thing. I like ripping on the iPhone. I use an iPhone every single day broadcasting here with the radio. They hook us up with the iPhone. It's a great phone. It really is. But you'll never see one in my hand. I am excited about that Pixel, though. Google Pixel phone. The reviews are absolutely insane. I hope you burn your
Hot
mouth.
coffee. What?
I said, I hope you burn your mouth.
Yeah?
Like that old lady at McDonald's.
Well, I didn't, bitch. All right, hold on one second. Save. Sports. Q.
All right. What's the topic, real quick?
It is. Fuck. I can't. Hold on. I don't have the page loaded. Hold on. If one of your friends had an I know a guy moment and then called you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That before. Well, good morning. 7:47, Brock Hunter.
Here I am.
Here I am. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on Twitch. Find us on Facebook, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. We'll be on there for the next 15 minutes or so. You can get in on the conversation. With that said, we got to get to your topic of the day, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44, sporting goods for all 4 seasons. Okay, so if one of your friends had an I know a guy moment, hey, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
And they called you, what would they be calling you for because you're that guy that they know?
I'm trying to think of like a legit answer. There's a lot of Noah guys that know it a little bit better than I do. And usually I don't get the call.
You had one in the promo that I thought was good, especially like for me in this area. Like you've been here your whole life, so you know everyone, you know the area. So there's lots of times where I'm like, hey, do you know who I could call about this, or do you know who I could talk to about this?
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, I got a buddy who does that, or I know it. Like, so you're the Noah
guy.
Guy. Yeah, I think that's a good answer for you right there.
The Noah guy. Yeah, I'm the middleman right there. You're right though. I do know. Yeah. Quite a few people, and
that's
got a lot
good
of resources.
Right, that's a good guy to know right there. It's like,
Absolutely.
hey man, you're like my own personal yellow pages for Southwest Michigan.
So somebody did call me for something. They're like, hey, can you come over? I need you for this, blah blah blah. And I guess, well, he's got an e-bike, and he had a problem with his e-bike, and he doesn't, know everything about it. So he wanted to see if I could, and I did. I went over there and hooked him up, fixed him up. Now he's rubber side down, rolling around on his bike.
Yeah.
So
there's a drone question, maybe some electronical question. I think
drone question, yeah. I know a lot about drones for sure.
Techie stuff.
That's actually a good answer. I'm a techie guy. I've always been a techie guy. I love technology. I love kind of fiddling. My dad was like that. He said when he got toys back in the day, he wouldn't play with them. He'd take them apart, put them back together. Kind of that way in like techie stuff.
Except when you take them apart, they're ruined and you can't use them. Why'd you take everything apart?
Why not take a picture?
I don't know. Oh, where's this? Damn it. No, but all joking aside, I would say techie guy, or for me, you're the guy that knows guys. And like, oh yeah, call my buddy Jeff. Like, call Tony.
He knows.
Okay, all right. I know. I went to school with him. Okay, that's ridiculous. I don't know if there's anything anybody would call me for. I can't think of anything. I'd like to say fishing, but
why not?
I don't know.
It's not a bad one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say you're the best fisherman out there, and like but for the common folk, for the common people around you, I'd call you for fishing advice. You know what you're talking about.
I did have our news guy Ken ask me. He's like, "Hey, so my son's just obsessed with bass fishing. He's new to the area.
Well, here's another
thing.
Where
can he go?" And I was like, "Hey, appreciate you.
You're out there. You're out there doing it. You know the spots." You know what you caught this particular fish on. So
unlike our buddy Sam, I don't mind sharing that information. Either.
That's funny. That's funny. I will never tell you where I fish.
I love it when Sam, whenever our buddy
yours.
Sam, what? Yeah. Do you own the lake?
Is there a Sam flag right there? Like this is my.
Whenever Sam will send us a photo of a fish, like it's never a scenery pic. Like it's always just right of the fish. And it's like, well, come on, where are you?
I'm telling you. So fishing. Yeah, maybe some fishing advice or.
How about this? Weird music trivia. I know way too much about like just random music artist,
Mhm.
AC/DC, stuff like that. If you
How about this? We need somebody. We need a stage presence. We need somebody to introduce the band.
I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. You're saying because I'm loud and
Yeah,
I
you're
like
loud.
to
You
be
don't
the,
even need a damn microphone.
I like to be the center of attention.
That's just me. You're right.
What you
Brock,
say?
you're supposed to get off the stage 10 minutes ago.
No, it's me.
I have the microphone.
This is my stage,
You know?
and you
But
all
I
can
think
go.
that's a good one. Yeah.
I'll take that. We got some answers on Facebook. If one of your friends had I know a guy moment,
Mhm.
and they called you, what would they call you for? Let's see.
Hey, maybe one for me was doing the high school PA announcements for the football games.
Right there, yeah. See,
Maybe I'm the guy.
You
Why
know,
nobody's
funny?
got to be the guy doing stuff in front of a bunch of people? Why can't I be? Oh, I need a cubicle guy.
Dance clown, dance for us.
You know,
No,
I need it.
get in front of these people, make an ass out of yourself. All right,
I know a
I'm
guy.
that guy. I know a guy who's really good at it.
Right, he
really
does it
good.
naturally. Wow.
Richard said finding cars or parts. That's a good guy to know.
Yeah, seriously though,
It's a good guy
my
to know.
dad is that guy.
Your dad, I would definitely chalk that up for any kind of car thing.
Seriously.
My buddy Zach is that way too. Zach and Dwight, but Zach, he's been in parts, like he's worked in the parts department for you.
Mhm.
So if I need anything, I'm like, Zach, what do I got to go for this? And usually, oh, hey, by the way,
You know,
run it through me. I'll get you a discount. I'm like,
I
"All right."
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
You know that's why I'm way more internet savvy than my dad. But he finds things and parts and car parts online that I like. Where'd you find that again?
You know,
How'd you even get there? Like
he knows exactly what to look
exactly.
for.
He knows location and he knows people. He knows
Yeah,
people
right,
that'll
that's
send him to
exact-
different spots.
That's actually what's even funny is that funnier with that whole thing is that he'll have a number in a Rolodex of a guy that he met probably
Seriously.
15 years ago at a swap, and he's like, you know what?
I know.
I remember
I called
talking-
Carl.
Yeah. You know what? I
Carl-
met this guy at a swap meet, and I remember he said he had this whatever, like, and he'll call him. Like,
I've heard this conversation being in the office with my dad, and it goes something like this: "Hey, Carl, it's Steve Fry from 15 years. Oh, hey, Steve, it's been a long.
Yeah.
They haven't talked for 25 years, but immediately he's like, oh, hey, and they start catching up.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, let's
Yep.
just. Oh yeah, I got you. I got the exact part. Let me go look for it. I got it right here. You need it sent over?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm surprised you remember that. Hey, you don't forget a part like
Yeah,
that.
that would have taken me a month to find that.
Yeah. Huh? How are the kids now? Well, they're not kids. They're actually grown up.
Yeah,
They have
grown
kids of their own.
adults.
I'm a grandfather. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's been 25
We
years.
talk about the racing days for a half hour.
Dad,
I love it.
Another dad one that I would chalk up like I know a guy a moment. My dad would be for directions. And it's the wildest thing. And we've talked about this before. My dad will bring up a road and he'll talk to me like if I'm going somewhere, I'm back home visiting. He's like, oh, yeah, just take, JG and then go down till you hit. And I'm like, Dad, I have no idea where you're talking right now. What's the address? I will put it into my GPS. Yeah.
Well, son, there's no towers over there. You're going to have to really listen to this one.
I tell you what, the reception's not good. You're going to go down in some valleys.
Because they had to do it. They had to get there without the GPS.
That's a good, I know a guy. My dad, if you're ever lost in southern Wisconsin, he'll get you taken care of. Yeah. Let's see. We got some more answers on Facebook here. Let's see. Andy, he said they just found grandma cold and lifeless.
Oh, no.
I know a guy.
Andy's the dead guy. He's the mortician.
Isn't it kind of great, though, that you and I now, if we happen upon a dead body, we know who to call. I mean, other than the
I know exactly who to call.
Yep.
The dead guy.
Yep. Andy.
He should have that on his license plate or something.
We have to get him, or a bumper sticker or something.
And Andy, you can't play anything but organ music in your car everywhere you go. Oh, God.
Here comes Andy.
The dead guy. I know a guy.
Let's see. Caleb said excavating and grading work.
Nice.
Celeste said advice on medical problems. Celeste must work in the field. And by the way, for anyone who is a nurse, a RN, a doctor, I'm sorry if you're my friend because I will ask you everything.
All the medical advice I can think of.
Does this mole look okay? Like it's Thanksgiving. We're having a friend.
I'm not working right now.
Yeah. Hey, could you check out this weird lump on my thigh?
I work 14-hour days. Deal with your lump.
Just enough. Hey, make an appointment with the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried. Could you just check this out here in our friend's bathroom?
My sister's a nurse. She's really good about it.
Does your whole family go to her though with questions about that?
Sure, any medical advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows. She'll tell you. You know, that's what's my sister's almost like Google when you ask her things, because she's a nurse. She's blunt. She'll tell you. She doesn't dance or beat around the bush at all with medical advice. She'll tell you. And sometimes you're like, I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. You know.
Now I'm actually concerned. You WebMD'd me.
Right.
You WebMD'd me. Says now I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I should have Googled it.
Would have been better. Let's see. Ryan said how to get something clean. He's that guy. That sounds a little suspicious. Like, what do you mean get something clean? Like a crime scene? Is that what you mean,
I was just gonna say that.
Let's be specific. What do you mean get something clean?
Got bleach on hand, man.
Yeah, I can take care of that. I can clean it for you.
I got bleach and shovels and rope.
Let's see. Heather said, you got a big shovel. Hi. Heather said fitness and health. No one's definitely calling me for that. That is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah.
It's a good thing that people, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
People look it up to you because of your health and fitness.
Healthy. Yeah. Wonder why no one calls us for that, Hunter. What is that? What?
Well, you know what? But don't take it too far, though.
What? Right. Okay. You're right. You can
don't take it too far.
How about this? Don't give, if you're that guy, all right, if someone's going to call about health and fitness, that's great. Let them come to you. Don't do the unsolicited.
You know?
Like, oh, you really shouldn't be eating that. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. You know, have a different wardrobe than workout clothes, leggings, and...
Yeah. Unsolicited health advice is no one likes that. All right. I don't need to be guilted because I'm eating a plate of nachos at the sports bar. Okay.
Yeah, when you're going straight, what's Ben Stiller's gym and dodgeball?
Oh, Globo Gym.
Yeah, when you're going straight Globo Gym, you need to.
Oh, you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna eat that, are you? Do you know how processed that is? You know, like I gave up gluten and wheat and all of that.
When you have a poster on the wall of you grabbing the bull by the horns,
that really happened.
Cross the line a little.
That really happened. Really happened. Anyway, hey, I know a guy. Don't worry. Hey, I know a guy. I know a guy that'll be. He'll be perfect for this. All right. You know what? No one said Brock and Hunter for radio advice. That's
well, would you?
How to do a good radio show? Not on the list. Not on
Still waiting.
the list. Still waiting. Phone's gonna ring. All right, we're gonna take a break. We got more coming up. Stick around. It's the Plan B Morning Show.
Nice.
Oh, all right, everybody. Well, hey, appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much, and. Yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow, Friday. Son of a bitch, we did it. All right.